Acoustic Crossroads is brought to you by the Team One Automotive Group, Riverview Regional Medical Center, and Family Savings Credit Union. Now, here's Kelli Johnson.
Welcome to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. I'm your host, Kelli Johnson, and I'm here today with one of my favorite bands ever, Three on a String. These guys are kind enough to open the show and let me sing along with them. So we're going to start an old bluegrass tune called Rough and Rocky.
Darling, I have come to tell you, though it almost breaks my heart, that before the morning, darling, we'll be many miles apart. Trouble, darling, you have broke my heart. Don't that road look rough and rocky? Don't the sea look wide and deep? Don't my baby look the sweetest when she's in my arms asleep? When she's in my arms asleep.
Y'all stay tuned for more great music with Three on a String, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Kelli's Acoustic Crossroads. Right now we're going to turn it over to Three on a String with their original song, Dream. on a String with Brad Ryan's original song, Dream. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Y'all are absolutely one of my favorite groups, and you know, I can go to one of your shows and there's all age groups and they're all enjoying themselves, from my 9-year-old son who's completely enthralled to, you know, up to 99. So how would you describe your music for people that have never seen you?
We thought about that a lot because we had to come up with something to hopefully people could describe what we do. But
Yeah.
we originally, finally wound up with musical comedy.
That's
And
very,
that's what we
very
try to
suitable.
do. We try to do a program of
Well, how many years have you been performing together?
a lot.
40. This is 43.
In 43, it'd be,
43.
yeah, in
1971 was the start of
August
this thing.
71.
And they tricked me into coming in 27 and 28 years ago.
Yeah, you were a temporary fill-in.
He's the
Still
new guy,
filling
and he's only been with us 27 years.
Yeah.
So still the
Wow.
new guy.
Well, I mean, been doing it for that long. How do you keep it fun and fresh and still not kill each other?
Well,
We'll let you know.
no, we enjoy it. We enjoy what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, we do.
really do. And it's the only hard part about it is getting there, getting set up.
Yeah.
You know, if I might say this, you know, there are no of this bunch, there are no prima donnas, and nobody cares who steals a show just so somebody does. You know, and
Yeah.
that's very important.
It
and,
is extremely important.
And you see, and respect we have for one another. I mean, I love these guys like family. And I respect what they do and how good they are at it.
Yeah, even after this. Well, that's one of the things. You
But it's
guys
true.
you're
Yes, it is
legendary, and I have to say,
Oh,
you're
my
one of the
goodness.
biggest groups that we've had on here. So I'm very honored to have you, and a little bit nervous, but you're so, like you said, no prima donnas. You're so easy
No.
to get along with, and you've just had the whole crew laughing the whole
my
morning.
God.
So
You know,
it's,
Kelly, they're goofy and they're fun to be with.
We're goofy. We're the
goofy
goofy
ones.
ones.
The point is, we have so much fun playing, and all we want to do is bring people along for the ride. Because
Yeah.
we're going to
Have fun with
have
us.
fun doing what we do.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know.
Well, you do that well. Every show that I've been with, and a good friend of mine, Michelle Cohn, that
Yeah.
I sing with, we're learning something every time we go. We're just like back there taking
Oh my
notes on your
gosh.
stage presence and what you do, and it's not an act. It's you genuinely enjoy what you're doing.
Well, we started off early on saying if people like us, and we're, just be ourselves, then they'll like what we do, and that's
Exactly.
worked pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, and another thing is when we travel, separate rooms.
that
helps.
a
That's
lot.
very
A
important.
lot. It took us a while to learn that, but we did.
Exactly. Well, I mentioned you were inducted into the Alabama Bluegrass Hall of Fame, the Alabama Music Hall
Well,
of
we
Fame.
got the Governor's
The
Award from the
Governor's
Alabama Music Hall of Fame, and we were inducted into the Bluegrass
That's
music.
awesome. And
Early on, when we first started, very few bands had a banjo. That's how long we've been playing. But then the bluegrass, I guess it was like a swell, just came along, and we
Yeah.
happened to be doing a lot at Horsepins 40
Yeah, I
during
remember.
that time.
Yeah.
And we got to know big names. I mean, we knew.
well,
Worked with all
like
of them.
Cousin Cliff, one of them.
And yes, one of our favorite people, by the
Well,
way.
who are some of the people that you got a chance
Bill
to-
Monroe, Ralph Stanley,
Doc Watson.
Doc Watson,
Jim and
Wow.
Jesse,
Yeah.
Jim and
Yeah.
Jesse.
I mean,
You
we
name
just
them, if they came through, we got to spend
Fat
some time
Grass
with
was
them.
We work with
No.
like the Oak Ridge Boys and Red Skelton, Bill Cosby
Wow.
over the years. So it's been kind of fun
No,
to
it's
be
been
just
great.
I
Oh,
imagine so.
yahoos from Alabama having fun. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you're yahoos. To me, y'all are in with those legends and stuff.
Oh, my
and,
gosh.
and I'm so glad y'all are here today. We're going to hear some more music coming up with Three on a String after we take this short break. Welcome back to Kelly's Acoustic Crossroads. I'm here with my guest, Three on a String. We were just talking about some of the great acts that you've got to be associated with and come in contact. You mentioned Red Skelton. that you
Yes,
got
I
to-
did, because he was one of my favorite people back when he was on television.
Yeah.
And we got a chance to work with him. And as he was going out, we were coming off the stage, we had a chance to stand and talk to him.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. And he said, you're going to hear some old jokes. But I told him first.
There you
And
go.
I thought, man, I love that guy. He was super. He
Yeah.
was good to work with. But Bill Cosby, we worked with
Yeah.
a lot of folks up in Nashville.
Oh wow! Well,
Great.
Nashville. You've been all over. You've been to Canada, and where are some of the places that your music?
We've been to every state, I guess, but about 2 or 3 that I can
California,
think of. Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Yeah,
Wow.
Billings, Montana.
Montana, yeah.
That's right.
just-
Dana Point,
I
California.
think everywhere but New Mexico and
Jasper.
No, we worked Jasper
Twice.
a bunch.
Well, you were talking earlier. You had a van, and you had a special name for this van.
His name was Skippy, and Skippy was a Ford Econoline van, and we were playing in Regina, Saskatchewan, which is way out on the prairie, and we'd been on the road a long time, and so we had a 10-day thing there, and we wanted to come home so badly. And Minneapolis was the halfway point, and we said we're going to spend the night there. And it was my shift. And I said I felt good, so I kept on going.
Oh yeah.
And my shift ends. We're heading towards St. Cloud, Minnesota. I get in the back and wake up, and it's still rolling. And we rolled all the way to Birmingham, 39 in 1.5 hours.
Good old Skippy.
And we killed Skippy with that one. We sure
It
did.
was never the same.
Oh.
Skippy was stolen, and they found it just a couple of miles down the road. The guy that stole it said, "This is a piece of crap," and he dumped it.
He couldn't get away with it.
It was in a chasm.
How did Skippy?
That is true.
Well,
That's very true.
And you've started recently doing something else. You've incorporated other groups in
Oh,
with
we love
Three on a
that.
String, and you've had many members over the years, and you've got a DVD of that, the
Yes.
40th anniversary.
Available on our website, by the way, 3onastring.com.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a neat. It was our 40-year anniversary show, and we get all the people that have been in our band over the years
Yeah.
to come and do
There's
the
been a
thing.
few.
Oh yes, 20 plus and growing, I guess. But they come back and do the thing they did, when they were part of the band, and it's really, really a fun night.
Yeah.
It is, and the fun and the reasoning to be on the program is having been booked as a member of Three on a String, which you
Yes,
have been.
I'm officially
So
a-
you're going to be on the next reunion show.
Oh.
So is Jason Bailey.
Yes.
But we go back.
You assume she wants to, though. You're
No,
making
she
an
has.
assumption.
No, she has to. It's kind of
No,
like
she's got to.
it's a
because-
requirement.
yeah,
Okay, it's
she's
a
in there.
requirement. Sorry,
Yeah,
dear.
well,
That's
good.
right.
mafia.
Good.
Once you're
That's
in,
right.
you don't get out.
Anyway, that'll be in
Mafia.
2016.
Yes.
And
Well, I'll mark it down on my calendar.
Please do, because you got to be there.
Well, and you're also doing something really cool at one of my favorite venues ever, Local Color Cafe in Springville.
Wonderful.
It's called A Month of Sundays, right?
Yeah, you remember that old expression.
That always
I
works.
haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Well, we got to thinking since football season is hard go for bands a lot of times.
Yes,
so
it is.
How about having the shows on Sunday, and then why not just have a whole month full of them? So that'll be in November of this year.
This year.
And,
And so they can go to the website and kind of see who you're
right, and
performing
we'll
with
have
on the
guests.
list.
Yeah,
Right.
each Sunday we'll have a different guest.
Right.
And
Three on
one
a
being
String
Andy,
with.
Andy McGinnis, who was a member of our group for like 12 years, and that's always fun.
Awesome.
Always.
Well, we're going to hear some more music from you guys. And this song I've heard all my life, and I didn't know that a Gadsden man wrote this
Yes.
song, Jim Connor.
Jim Connor, yes, he did, and it's a good song. I'll tell
Yes,
you
it
that.
is. And everybody's heard it. Right now, we're going to turn it over to Three on a String with Jim Connor's Grandma's Featherbed.
When I was a little bitty boy, just up off of the floor, we used to go down to Grandma's house every month or so, and we'd have a chicken pie and a country ham, homemade butter on the bread. But the best darn thing about my grandma's house was a great big feather bed. It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chicken. Made from feathers up 40-11 geese, took a hold on the cloth for the tip. It would hold 9 kids, 4 hound dogs, and a piggy we'd stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on the grandma's feather bed. And after supper we'd sit around the fire, the old folks spit and chew. Grandpa talk about the farm and the war, and my granny sing a ballad or two. I would sit and listen, watch the fire, cobwebs fill up my head. The next thing you know, I'd wake up in the morning in the middle of the old feather bed. It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chicken. Made from the feathers of 40-11 geese, took a hold of the cloth for the tip. It would hold 9 kids, 4 hound dogs, and a piggy we'd stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Well, I love my ma and I love my pa. I love Granny and Grandpa too. I've been fishing with my uncle and I wrestled with my cousin, even kissed Aunt Lou. Ooh. If I ever had to make a choice, I guess guess it ought to be said, I'd trade 'em all, plus a gal down the road, for grandma's feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. Made from the feathers of 11 ducks, took a hole, put the cloth for the tick. It would hold 9 kids and 4 hound dogs, and a piggy which stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on grandma's feather bed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on grandma's feather bed.
Welcome back to Kelly's Acoustic Crossroads, and thank you so much to my guests Bobby, Jerry, and Brad of 3 on a String for being here today. Go watch these guys live. I guarantee you'll love it, and you can check out where they're playing at 3onastring.com. While you're at it, check out kacrossroads.com for videos from past guests and info on how you can be a guest on our show. Right now, we're going to turn it over to the guys to sing Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Couple went riding out one dark and windy day. Richie rested as he went along his way. All at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky. Up a cloudy draw, the brands are still afire and the hooves made of steel. Horns are black and shiny, hot breath he could feel. Oh, the fear went through him as they rumbled through the sky. Saw 3 riders coming hard. He heard the mournful cry, yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Face were gone, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. Trying hard to catch that herd, they ain't caught him yet. They got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on near their pride, yippee-yi-yi. Riders looked on by him, he heard one call his name. Hey, wanna save your soul from hell, riding on our range. Cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd. Crosses in the sky, yippee